In this video, I'm going to show you how you can deploy your MERN Stack application. So as you can see, so I have this backend and frontend. So backend is in Node.js and MongoDB, and frontend is in React. As you can see, so this app is running on localhost 3001. So it's running on 5001 for backend, and also MongoDB. So I have connected with my local MongoDB compass, and the data are coming from here. So now if you see the demo, so this is just a basic task manager. Watch Mobi. You can add the notes demo and click on add. So you see, so it's reflected here. And if I go on MongoDB and refresh here, so you see it's coming here. So this is on local. So we want to deploy it somewhere and make it accessible in the web. So to do that, first thing is I do transfer my MongoDB local MongoDB data into MongoDB Atlas. So there is something called MongoDB Atlas, which is a cloud version of MongoDB. So simply go onto that and sign up with your Google account. So once you sign up, so this will show something like this, and click on create cluster. So here you choose the free one. So this is for just for the demo project, so we can go with the free. And if you want to scale up, so there's always a option to scale up. That's why it is a good option to go for. And I'll call it cluster 0. So you can just give it a default name and create a deployment. So let me do some verification. So verify. And here on username, so you have to put some username. Let me type it code with Arjun and just type demo123. So just type demo123 and create database user and click on choose a connection method. So once you do that, click on drivers. So here you can simply copy this code. So copy that, go into cursor or whatever ID you're using, and go into backend and on env. So you see, so there should be a MongoDB URL which is from localhost. So simply replace this with the MongoDB URL. So that's the first step. So let me just save this one. Also, like while deploying, so we won't be pushing this .env for the security reason, but we can directly use it from the render, which we will be using for deployment. So let's leave it like this for now, and let's go on to the Chrome. And here if I reload, so it's coming from the same database, I guess. So let me just delete and see what happens. Let me go again into the cursor here. On env is doing good, but also .env example replace here. So wherever you see your MongoDB URL as a local, just replace into that. So once this is done, so let me just reload and let me type demo and click on add. So this is still adding, but let me see it's going on here or not. Let me click on done, and to check that, click on clusters. So it's still loading the sample data set. So let's wait for it to complete. So it takes some time to load the sample data set. Finally, you see it's been loaded. So if I click on browse collection, so now click on dismiss. So if you see on local, on admin, so you see we don't need this sample database. So simply click on that and delete this. So let me drop the database. And also once you do that, you have to go to this on database and network access, and here you click on IP access list, click on edit and allow access from anywhere, and click on confirm. So this is pending now. Let's wait for it to complete. So now once this is active, so go on cursor again and let me reload server. So let me close this one. So what I can do to close it, Control and Z, and let me click on exit, clear this one, and again type npm run dev. So it's again saying port 5000. So what I can do is again do Control Z, exit, and let me close this one, and again go to backend and just type npm run dev. So you see the MongoDB is connected, but this time it's showing a different one. So now what I can do is go again to the Chrome and on this MERN Stack app, and if I reload, there is nothing because it was loading from the local host. So now if I type demo and click on add, so now if I go onto this MongoDB Atlas and click on cluster, click on browse collection, So you see we're going to cluster, and so now you see, so this is coming as test an item and it's coming here. So now if I delete here, so let me just try to edit something from, so just type demo and just type from Atlas. So click and save. And if I reload this, so you see, so this has been updated here, and this is coming from the cloud MongoDB database. So now we are good with the MongoDB configuration. The second step, so I go with, is push it into the GitHub. So for that you need to have the Git and GitHub installed onto your system. So if you don't know how to do that, just check out on the description. If you're using the Windows, install Git bash. So now the second thing is to create a new repository. Let's call it full stack backend, let's say 1. So let me remove this one, and yeah, so this is available. So you can make it private as well, and click on create and simply copy this one. So go to your ID again, and so this is for backend. So let me simply paste on backend. So let's say git status git. So these are the files to add. So just type git add and dot. So this will add everything, and you see these are the files added. So just type git commit -m first commit and just type git push. So this will push onto the git repository. So you see, so this has been added. So now we will be using an app called Render. So you can use it for free. Log in this Render and simply connect with your GitHub account. So once you do that, click on new and click on web service. So here, once you connect with your GitHub account, so you see you'll be able to access all the repositories. So I will just choose this full stack backend, and here you choose the free version of it. So although it will spin down and it will be inactive if you don't use it, but once you try to use it and access it, so it'll automatically wake up. So here we need to add the environment variable. So we don't want to expose the this .env file. So simply copy from your env and go into Chrome again, and here add from .env. So simply copy and paste here, add variable. So this will add automatically. And now, so this is ready to deploy. So click on deploy web service. So now this will deploy our backend and make it accessible for us. So let's wait for it to deploy completely. So the build is successful and it's deploying. So you see, so now our API is available on this link. So we didn't need to now use the local host. Let me just copy this. You can copy from here as well. Just copy that here. Find all the backend API links to add from my deployed app on Frontend app. So let's see where we have used the backend URL. You can use the any ID nowadays, like this AI feature. It's available for all the ID, but if you want to specifically use, I would recommend you to use the cursor so that it's easier to find, right? So if you go on app.jsx, so it's showing us like it should be around here. So let's see where it is. So it says the API URL is set to /API in production. So this must point to your backend URL. Okay, so it's coming from this one. So let's click here and let's see where is it coming from. So it should be coming from environment. So let's close this one, and if you see void config.js, so this is where it's coming from. So we need to simply change this localhost to our backend API. Let me close the backend server. So let me close this one, Control and Z, exit. Now what we're doing is, now we want to use this backend URL, and still frontend is not deployed, so we are using the frontend from here. You see, so it's loading, but we need to check if it's going through or not. So demo 1 and click on add. So you see it's being added, also on logs. So if we had logs, so it would have shown us, but we didn't have logs. That's why it's not showing. But you can see, so it's working because our backend is not running. You see on the both thing, like the backend is not running, but it's coming from our API endpoint from the render. Now we have successfully done for the backend. So the next part is to go with the frontend. So for frontend, I generally use Vercel. So Netlify is also a very common way, and also you need to connect with your GitHub account again. So just open your Vercel account, click on project. So again, once you connect, so it'll automatically come up, but we haven't added our project onto GitHub. So for that, let me again go to GitHub account, and here again create a new repository. So here just type full stack frontend. So let me make it private, create repository. So simply copy this and go to frontend. So let's go to frontend cd and just type frontend, paste it here. So let's type grid status. So these are the files to add. So just type git add dot. So this will add everything. Git commit -m first commit, and just type git push. That's it. So now if I go to Chrome here and go to GitHub account and reload, so this has been added. Now you can go to vercel.app and you see the full stack frontend. Click on import and let me deploy this one. So let's wait for it to complete. So now you can see, congratulations, just deployed. But once you deploy, so on add domain, so here click on add domain, click on edit. So you see, so this is a strange name. So what you can do is you can change according to your wish. So let me say tax manager, code with Arjun. So whatever name you like, just type that and click on save. So this will be your application. So you see it's failed to appear. So there should be a error if you click on right click and click on inspect and click on console. So there you should see some issue. So this issue is coming because we haven't connected our frontend app to the backend app. It says API/items not found. Let's try to fix. So now I have added, so let's say let's put this as my front end URL. Let's do that and let's see what it does. This will be adding some course error issue for sure, and so this will also change in backend. So update the backend course. So it's asking us to update the backend course, so I'll say update it. So this will update it automatically. On app.jsx, so it's saying, so it'll bring the API from white API URL. So this is coming from config.js for sure. And also let me see what it changed. So on server, so either it'll be localhost 3000 or task manager URL. So let me keep this one. So now if I just type git status and git add, git commit, so course issue fix, and just type git push. So now this will be updating on our GitHub account. So if you reload here, so you see it's updated here and it will automatically deploy on the Vercel as well. So you see if I go on overview, so you see it should be coming here, created just now. So it's just deployed here. And so if you even click on deployment, so you see when it is deployed, so it's just deployed now. And if I go on MERN Stack app and reload, so this is still showing some issue. So let's try to fix one by one, and let me try to add and click on demo. It says the API/item is not found. So let me again put on cursor what's the issue. So this is easy nowadays. So you give it to ID and it'll try to fix it. Let me see what's the issue. It says backend server is good. So environment variables. So add this variable to Vercel project. Okay. So this is saying me to add this one to the Vercel project. So let me go again into the Chrome and Vercel here on setting, environment variables, add environment variable, and you see the white API URL, and here so we need to add our backend URL. Value should be with /API. Okay, that's fine. So what I should be doing is go to this full stack backend, and this is our URL. Let me copy that and go to this add environment variable and value and /API. Okay, let me click on save. So once I click on save, and so this is giving me to redeploy. So click on redeploy and redeploy. So once we redeploy, so this should be able to work. So this is saying like building status, which means like it's taking some time to build. So now it's ready to use. So now if I go to MERN Stack app and reload again, so now you see now it's working completely fine. So that was the issue. So let me type something like demo, click on add. So it's going through. So you see, and it's available on this URL. And also if you even check onto your MongoDB database, which is here. So let me reload. So you see the demo is coming again. Let me type new demo and just type new, click on add. So if I reload here, so it's coming here. So now if I completely close my cursor, and so now we got rid of the local host. Now it's completely hosted application. So it's not running. It's just to make you sure that it's not running. But so let me go again to this browser here so that we know the URL. So this URL, let me go into incognito to show you like this is accessible from anywhere. Now you can send it to your friend. You can even put it on your resume. So this is how you share your full stack project to anyone, and it's fully working. The only downside about this free thing is like you can even pay for the render. Like on upgrade now, you see you can pay starter $7 per month, and there will be 0 downtime. So but for a free, so it might take some time to get active if you are not using it. So that's the only downside, but these projects are still shareable. So this is how you can deploy your MERN Stack application. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, be sure to like, share and subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one.